certain that they will hail the victors in the Wolverines' home opener tonight. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will put total leather and will get started. Looking for blockers. And the returner goes down. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Looking for space. It's Frazier. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll try to run for it. Breaks the tackle. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
They go to the ground. Still running at the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Running to the left. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong. And I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up. And usually, they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Brashada. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dawgs! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before, and there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms. But the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
To the air on first down. He tries to take the top off. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. A great catch and run for 6.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits those uprights right in half. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Up to 45 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Touch pass on the right. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
To the air. It's Rashada. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26.
Michigan Wolverines will take over 3rd and 10.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He'll start this drive firing. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All time.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Quarterback checking off. Looking for a man. It's Orji. Looking to the big tight end. And they're not on the same page there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw, using his feet to buy time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Rashada. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. Oh, no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back looking for room. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
That's the end of the first quarter. Tie 7-7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Michigan.
Now on second down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. To throw, it's Orji. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Looking downfield, it's Rashada. tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He's piled up 65 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Dogs want to crank the tempo. He's back to throw on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Tuggle. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The give to the tailback. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for you.
In the red area, it's Etienne. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to run it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the offense. On the move. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Second down coming up.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Dropping back, it's Orji. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback.
Running toward the tape. The 40. At the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Michigan. Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over UCLA. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to throw. It's Rashada. Gets it out quickly. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense falls on the ball. Turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Humphreys. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Snap from the gun on third down. Using the quick game. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. To the air, it's Rashada. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline to be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
On second down, wants to throw it. He'll take the deep shot. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Taking it the other way. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense is...
And it's picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw, make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers weren't fooled. They came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Lead is still in double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Direct snap. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll try the run. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, if you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes his connection. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Across the 15. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the 2nd level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
On the move. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Let's go. Hornet. Gaucho.
Scanning the field, it's Orji. Throws to the wideout. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. The D coordinator's got to love that.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On the ground, it's Robinson. He's got a little room. He'll pick up 6 out to the 13.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 24, Michigan 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. Using his legs, it's Frazier. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Rashada. He makes the connection. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Humphries. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Handoff from the gun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Ready?
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Etienne. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
Got his man down the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Rashada. Setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's gotten the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Power football with the run. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free. And like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on. And I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
PAT unit on the field. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? The coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Orji. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum.
A shot toward the end zone. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
He'll pull it down and run. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the first down, and then stopping that clock.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dropping back, it's Orji. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score. There's a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Wide out in motion. Looking for room. It's Robinson. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team.